Last time on Dice Funk.
You and King are your brothers.
Well, yeah, that we call each other brothers. It's easier than we were both raised by an evil syndicate to kill people.
So Nifyx is going to gesture towards the pile of bones and go, "Is that supposed to intimidate me? You and me? Now."
Do you have, like, a number I can reach you at? I'd really like to take my daughter fishing sometime, and it feels like you'd be someone good to actually teach us how to do it. Cordelia!
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Oh, you killed my friend!
I take one for the team.
The fucker that hurt Cordelia is right down there.
What happened to humility?
You killed him. Thank you very much, my large friend.
Oh, cool. I guess I did.
Well, one of the other rivers, the Cocytus, Cocytus, is a river almost choked with ice. It's a frozen river, but I think we could bash our way through it. It's not much travel. Not many demons go there. It's a little chilly for the taste, and it's a little dangerous with all that ice. Icebergs, icebergs and boats have a strained relationship over the years, but I think it'd actually be faster than going back to the Phlegathon to go back onto the route we were going before.
I like this idea.
Oh, my little sugar plum. What are you doing here?
And no one is around to see that the door that closes behind you is a black gate.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I got bamboozled.
No one invited the Venga Bus, but the Venga Bus is coming anyway.
So let's review. I have a splitting headache. Laura hasn't slept in a whole day. Chris is drunk.
Hey.
Lauren is high.
Hey,
and
I've not slept in 2 days, but I've got ice cream, so everything's fine.
I don't think weed high counts because I'm always baseline weed high.
And Conrad is crossfaded, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's the term.
So this is either going to be the best episode or the worst episode.
Hey, it's episode 69, is season 6, episode 9. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be nice.
I was expecting nice energy, not necessarily the all brain damage special.
Hey, everyone's like upside down compared to each other. This is like what 69's about.
I mean, I'm always like this, so...
The true spirit of 69. Okay, so we last left this adventure. Cordelia Heller was snake-napped.
Oops.
Whoops.
Where we're going to start. In fact, I think everyone else can kind of take it easy this week. We'll cut back to you, but this is going to be, I think, a Cordelia-heavy episode.
Sounds good to me.
Is it because I let you eat the tiramisu?
The audience doesn't know about your tiramisu, I burgle.
Hey, audience, he ate a whole tiramisu.
The whole thing. Chris, how far are you in Fire Emblem?
I only just started. I just picked the path, the yellow path.
Ooh, yellow gives a lot of the plot context.
I just like it because it has an archer guy, and archers are fun.
A lot of archers. All right, so...
Nope, I'm going to kill the rest of them. I only need one.
You pick the yellow path because it's got the pretty boy.
I'm kind of interested in hearing this, like, live play-by-play of Chris playing Fire Emblem instead of me having to do anything.
I successfully muted the sound before it would come up on the microphone, so I'm pretty impressed with myself.
Yay!
Lauren, your worst nightmare, having to do the show you're on.
I'm joking, bitch.
All right, Cordelia Heller steps through a door that is actually a black gate generated by a character whose name I have forgotten because of my brain damage. Jean, the Demon Queen, has tricked you into one of her black gates. That is her conduit ability, and you appear in what can only be described as a den of iniquity. You love dens of iniquity, huh?
I love dens. I'm a snake. We love a burrow. We love a den.
It's a dark, dank room. And I mean dank in both senses, because...
Hell yeah! Finally! Some fucking weed respect from Austin.
It is moist and undergroundy, and also everyone in here is smoking because this is kind of a demon lounge you have found yourself in. There are demons of all kinds, the mains, the kind of bloated corpse ones you've seen before. There are bigger horn, wing, claw kind, the traditional ones, and there's some weird ones. You've met a yak claw, which is just like kind of a big earwax guy. There's some of those. It's a diverse scene. We're all clustered in a dark room, and the people here are smoking, drinking, laughing, having a good time. You don't find yourself immediately surrounded and stabbed to death.
I haven't even watched the new Dark Crystal yet, but
And you immediately turn into a Skeksis. That's your defense
Skeksis'
mechanism.
energy is strong. Apparently, I forgot to open my character sheet, so I'm no longer the good kid.
The checklist explicitly says character sheet.
I got distracted by the Venga bus.
I opened Big Star's character sheet instead, so I'm going to be playing him today.
Austin, have you not realised at this point that the checklist is a formality that none of us are actually paying attention to?
Try.
I just can't overstate how important the checklist is for my mental health. All right, Cordelia, you appear in a dark room. There are demons here, and they're all gathered around hookahs in the corner of the dark room. What are you doing?
That's a great question. If my goddamn character sheet would ever load, I want to roll a thing to see if I notice things. I love to roll a thing.
Do you? I feel like you don't really like rolling as much as most people.
I feel like you can suck my dick more than most people.
And the average is pretty high. Most people can suck your dick.
All right. I would like to do a perception roll.
Mm-hmm.
To see if I notice anything spooky. Well, I mean, not everything spooky.
Roll it, bench.
I'm trying.
Roll faster.
It won't let me. I rolled a 17. How about you suck my dick now, bitch?
Very good. With a 17 on perception, you notice that everyone sees you walk into this room through the gate, which closes behind you, but none of them attack, none of them draw weapons. It's almost as if they were expecting this. And in fact, you notice slithering into the room a decapitated dragon's head with a mouthful of maggots, empty eye sockets. It's your friend, Jean the Demon Queen, or at least the thing she sends out to taunt you.
Is not a friend.
The black dragon head is extremely big. I don't know if you know how big like adult black dragons are, but it's a very large noggin that slithers into this room. You see it coming from a mile away. What do you do?
No.
Okay. Jean just says to you, Cordelia, why don't you like me?
Because you do a lot of maggot things, and I don't know if you know this, but maggots are disgusting, and I don't like them. And then there were mosquitoes. You keep throwing bugs at me, and I'm not a big fan of bugs. I'm a very fancy lady.
I'm hurt. You've wounded me personally. Professionally as well, but mostly personally.
You couldn't just, throw some snakes my way? At least I could talk to them.
Well, come sit down over here. She slithers over to an empty hookah and says, I can take you to see some snakes. Why don't we just sit and talk a while? Your friends like me. We can get you on board. Come on.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no! I rolled a 4.
You sure did. Your friends have talked multiple times about liking her. You think that if she wanted to kill you, you'd probably be dead. So why not talk to her?
Okay, what do you want to do the talking about?
Well, you gonna sit down?
I never sit down. I always fly. The ground can suck my dick.
Well, do you want to coil here and get a hit?
Oh man, see, this is cheating. 'Cause Lauren wouldn't turn down a smoke. But would Cordelia? Important character decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke.
Okay, so you sit down on there's a fancy soft pillow here, and you get your hookah on, as she says to you. It seems like the rest of your group is on my side. I feel like you're the last holdout.
I mean, I just don't trust you because of as I said, all the maggots.
Well, also I'm a demon. It's not unbelievable that you wouldn't trust me.
That is true. Also, I feel like none of your challenges have been particularly fun.
Well, I think really you can blame that on your teammates. The king wanted to fight a version of himself, and Nifyx kept asking for it to be harder. I didn't do that. Those their requests.
What if the most fun thing for me was that I could possibly do is to kill you?
See, you say that, but I don't actually sense that in you. I think, well, I don't mean to be rude, but I think some of the things you find most fun would involve getting stepped on by large ladies.
You forget yourself. Who are you? What are you talking about?
Can I just say that silence is beautiful?
I never. No.
Can I roll insight on Cordelia?
Yeah.
12.
Okay, so I feel like, to fully explain this, I feel like the perception of Lauren's level of horniness has been misconstrued.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Schrödinger's horny.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm not always horny, but I have the capacity to be. And sometimes it's just nice to make out with people, so it's not like full-blown horny. It's like a constant state of either or.
Okay, but I think we can agree that the actual most fun thing in the world for you wouldn't actually be to kill her.
I like money.
Well, she'll keep that in mind. She says, "I looked you up. You're the Valentine Ripper."
Oh, thank you. No autographs.
Well, you're speaking of autographs, you're very popular here in the Abyss. You have a lot of fans. I think if you kind of switch sides, you'd be a very valuable. Well, I don't want to say recruiting tool. Friendship magnet.
But who would I be betraying?
I don't know your life. You can bring your friends. I think King likes me. Nifyx is, she's, it's complicated. We're working on it. And, the human, whatever. We can make him into jewelry.
I don't know if you know this, but I am a professional. I mean, it's not just my art. It's also my day job. So I hope you understand that I can't just accept this offer point blank. I have to think about it, discuss it with my team, discuss it with my girlfriend, and maybe our bird child. That's Gustav.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, bird child? Okay.
This is Gustav.
Yeah. Well, she says there's quite a perk package. I mean, as a demon lord, I will control multiple planes of the Abyss, as is my right, but my top generals will as well. I understand you have a home on the 69th layer. That can be yours.
Nice.
Nice. And also here on the 420th layer,
Fuck yeah.
you can also have this one if you want.
I mean, you said it yourself. It is not unheard of for demons to be tricksy.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you should understand that I cannot just jump into this.
That's fair. Well, before you go back and discuss it with your team, I do have one more thing to show you. Maybe that will change your mind.
Okay.
All right, follow me through a gate. Back on the Hermes with the rest of the team.
Your turn now, losers. I'm kidding. I love you all.
So I think right now, back on the ship, obviously, Scarmiglione pushed the Hermes into the Styx, and it's, going down the river. It's about to enter the Cocytus, the frozen river of the underworld. Scar was on the bank waving. They're not going to be around for a while. Too big to fit on the boat. But King can contact them with the enchanted Tupperware. God, that sentence was a lot. What are the rest of you doing?
So our friend just, disappeared, right?
None of you know yet. I think there will come a point where it is noticed, but she was in the infirmary. This is a very large discotheque. It's not weird that she would have went to the bathroom or went to get a snack. You're not immediately suspicious.
Looking up Fire Emblem strategies on my space phone.
Chris, you sound so much sadder than before.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Okay, your space phone, as we discussed, your book of human questions, flesh people questions. King, you're looking at that, and I think actually Lancelot enters the room where you're doing that. Mr. Badass.
Oh, please, just call me King Badass.
Okay, King Badass. I have some questions.
Sure.
Suggestions? Sorry.
But first, how are you doing?
My tummy hurts. You stabbed me.
I'm really sorry about that. I don't remember it happening.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. After you killed Humility in the swamp, you didn't seem to remember it? Is your brain okay?
Well, so I remember Cordelia went down, and then I was really angry, and then Humility was dead. And, I don't really remember anything in between there, but it feels like if I said something, people would just think I'm dumb.
Does this happen a lot?
No, I mean, sometimes I forget how tall I am and I hit my head on the door and then I pass out for a little while. But then when I get up, we're all better again.
Oh no, time lost is brain loss. You don't want to lose consciousness.
It barely ever happens.
Oh, do you remember what happened to the Metatron?
The Megatron? No. I mean, I know the Megatron's dead. And I think I killed him.
Oh dear. I'm a little worried about you, Mr. King Badass.
I don't know why you would. I'm the strongest.
Are you? I heard Mr. Lloyd call you number 2.
Yeah, that's just because he doesn't really realize that in the number scale, 2's actually a lot higher than 1. And I don't want to, spoil him and make him realize that he's actually the lower ranked one.
I really can't argue with your math, but can you, I guess, I don't know if your friends know, what's with Lloyd? Sorry, the question was poorly phrased. You and Lloyd were raised by bad people who also raised your daughter, but then you escaped. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess. I don't know if raised is the right word. We were sort of just taught to fight each other and then kill people, and then everyone was dead except for me and Lloyd, basically.
And what happened to them?
Some people tried to kill us. They were going to kill me and Lloyd too, but we were too strong, so we killed the people who were trying to kill us.
And you remember all that?
Yeah.
So if you were raised by people who wanted you to do murders and they raised your daughter, does she have murder powers?
No, she was just a little baby when I took her. She was barely big enough to hold her head up. I don't think you could teach a baby to murder, can you?
I mean, baby elephants are pretty strong.
Yeah, but she's not a baby elephant. She's a baby human. That thing. I don't remember exactly what she is.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Angel people? Is that Azamar?
Yeah, you did say she was an Asimar, which is someone of celestial heritage. In or out of character, does King know what the rest of her heritage is?
No.
Huh.
He only knows this because presumably someone at some point told him that, the reason she has, angelic markings across her, her body and stuff like that is because she's an Azamar.
So for King, there's, lizard folk, and then there's just, flesh people.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's 1,000 other options, and you can't keep track of them all.
That's fair. There are a lot. And this podcast is evidence it's hard to keep D&D's lore straight. So I guess the last thing Lancelot will ask is, so Mr. Lloyd is part of the Believers of the Source, and you know how I feel about them.
No.
Well, they're rat fuck bastards.
Oh, so you don't like them?
They like people like the Metatron. They want to have authority and power. I'm trying to not use big words. Sorry. They want to be.
But Lloyd's not the Megatron.
He wants to be.
No, I don't think he wants to be the Megatron. He just wants to be the strongest.
Do you want to be like Lloyd?
I mean, I want to be strong too, so that I can protect all of my friends. That way, nobody's alone anymore.
But you can do that without the Believers, right? I heard you tell your boss, the skeleton dog guy, that you didn't want to join any factions.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really see much of a point in it.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna leave before you change your mind.
Wait, hold on.
And King's going to stand up, and he's going to solemnly bow to Lancelot. He's going to say,
I am deeply sorry for accidentally, potentially gravely wounding you. The only way that I could possibly make this up is to invite you to my house for dinner so that I may feed you in in payback for what I did.
I would love that. Thank you.
What do you like that has lime in it?
Oh dear. What do elephants eat? Peanuts.
Lime peanuts.
Lime peanuts.
That's a thing.
Well, you're getting into a Thai thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
like a curry or a soup or
yeah.
you know, it goes well with lime cilantro.
All right, that's Lauren's cooking corner.
Hold on, I need to know who here likes cilantro and who does it taste like soap for?
I like cilantro.
I'm on
too.
Team Soap. Can I tell you the story quickly of how I learned I was Team Soap?
Wasn't the tacos?
Yes.
Yeah, I went to the taco car wash, and my taco tasted of soap, and I assumed it's because I got it from a place called Taco Car Wash. I thought just like, there's soap in the taco water, I guess.
That's where the car wash is. Just rub the taco all over your car.
So while you all are gossiping about Lloyd, I actually wanted to have a Lloyd scene who's approaching our good friend Blake Ferris. I assume you're on the bow of the ship because it's entering the Cocytus, which is choked with ice. And as the wizard, you're probably best equipped to melt the ice in the way of the ship.
Sure.
Do you have any fire cantrips? I know you have fireball.
No.
All right. How do you feel about trading several spell slots for not having to get the ship out of mortal danger?
Several spell slots? Yeah, that's fine.
Rule of 3 is how I roll, fictionally speaking. I think 3 fireballs will get the ship through the ice here.
Yeah, that's manageable.
All right, so this is the background of the scene. Is Blake's on the bow of the ship firing fire. I should have used a different word. I'm bad at this. Into the icy river ahead of the ship and melting the things that are in the way, so we don't have a scene where the ship gets stuck and we have to get it out, which could take a while. But while you're doing that, Lloyd comes up from behind you and says, "Hello there, wizard. It's me, Lloyd the Tabaxi. We met earlier today."
The brother.
That's me. I'm the brother of King Badass. He's the lizard folk. I don't know how well you are with faces.
No, faces are fine. Yeah, Lizard King Badass, a great asset. Did you need something? Because I'm, trying to prevent a Titanic thing here.
I can see that, and we're all very grateful. Actually, I did need you though. Just you don't even have to take your eyes off the river. We can talk like this. I'll stand next to you. I'll be your Rose. You can be my Jack. We'll have it right here. How's that sound?
That's sure.
All right. What I was going to propose to you was a little bit of a deal. You see, you are obviously the magical Athar, the wunderkind of this ship here, and you are the one who has what I need to pull off what I'm kind of going for down here in the abyss.
And what are you kind of going for down here in the abyss?
Well, Jean the Demon Queen is about to ascend to become a demon lord. Demon lords are minor gods. I'm a believer of the source. We want to become gods. So, obviously, you can see why I'm here, how our paths have converged. Not necessarily fate, really logic. How else could it have gone, really? But when she does this, she's going to have all this power, all these souls, whatever she's going to do to ascend. And I want them. Does that make sense? I want that.
So you want to loot the corpse of Jean the Demon Queen?
Well, the thing is, if she's corpseified, all of her stuff goes away. You know, when someone dies on the outer planes, a planar creature, their energy is dispersed. She's a demon. She's in the abyss. We're gonna lose it if you kill her.
Oh, who said anything about me killing her? No. I'm sorry. You clearly misunderstood. I'm sorry, when she departs, I didn't mean death. I meant when she, ascends, when she skips town, leaves the old body thing behind.
Are you saying metaphysically that you're going to release her from a mortal shell, or are you going to let her go?
I'm not saying about anything. I'm talking about you and what you're here to do. You were saying that you wanted to get all of her stuff after she ascends, and I'm merely playing with that metaphor.
All right, we're on the same metaphorical page now. I guess I'll just cut to the quick. You seem like a man of business. I have a gem here that is used in the spell Planar Binding, which a wizard could cast. You could see me, my sword's not a wizard. Not helpful for me. My buddy was carrying him. He was drained dry by giant mosquitoes in the swamp. But if I gave you the gem and you cast Planar Binding on Jean after she was sufficiently weakened, you couldn't probably do it at her full power, beat her up a little bit. We could bind her and then take whatever she has, her mojo, her juice. And then, I mean, if you and me, we could go splitsies. We could each have half, maybe. I don't know if you wanted to share your share with the rest of the team, but if she's becoming a demon lord and we get what she has, then we are both like half demon lords, which is real close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're getting at. So this will be used to bind her, huh? Planar binding, yeah.
Yeah, he pulls a gem out of his bag. It's like a big red ruby, and I think also a page from a spell book or something in case you don't have planar binding, and says, yeah, you probably have to beat her up so she won't, counterspell the spell, but rather than finishing her off and having all that stuff dispersed uselessly where none of us can have it, I'm asking if you want to split it.
Yeah, that sounds like a deal.
Oh,
yeah.
So glad to hear it, chum. Thanks a bunch. He hands you the stuff. If you're ever trying to find the other half, I mean, we got spots open in the Believers. We just lost a couple of members, if you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, no, that's a whole other thing. I never wanted to be management. You know what I'm saying?
You're freedom type. No one can chain you down.
Sure.
All right, sounds good. I mean, I'll be out there with y'all, and I'll help you weaken her for the spell and stuff, but just not a wizard, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
I was actually, during the editing process for the last episode, I realized when we talked about a British punk who has like a samurai affect, that sounded very silly. And then I remembered the video game Nioh, Nioh, which is very loosely based on William Adams, a real life British person who went to Japan and became a samurai. Mm-hmm. So actually not that weird now that I've had some time to think about it.
See, Austin, I guess I'm not so stupid after all.
Speaking of you're stupid, Chris.
Okay.
We talked last episode about Balors, and you made a joke about Finn Balor.
Yep.
I looked it up. Apparently he's a wrestler who has like an Irish demon gimmick.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Guess what? J.R.R. Tolkien got the word Balrog from Irish mythology, which is Balor, which is a kind of Irish demon. So it starts in mythology. Tolkien turns it Balor into Balrog. D&D turns it back, and then I guess it gets taken to wrestling. So you weren't going that far. That's the joke. Is that literally a Balor is a kind of Irish demon?
Cool. So Scar has absurdly chiseled abs then, and a very handsome face.
Yep, they do now.
Just like Prince Devitt would.
I don't know.
Which is Finn Balor's name before he came to WWE, because when WWE takes you, they want everything, including your name.
How you doing today, Chris? You all right?
I found a unique discovery in the course of recording this podcast. Recording this podcast is the perfect time to just grind bullshit in Pokemon Masters, because I assume that's what the game is at this point.
Wait, I thought you were playing Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I can't do that while I'm listening to people. You're too distracting.
There's so much real rich dialogue and world building you have to absorb.
If I don't listen to what the guy who likes to eat a lot wants to do at this time, maybe he wants to eat again, maybe he doesn't.
You never know. Laura.
Me? Yeah.
What's Nifyx up to?
I honestly have no idea what Nifyx is up to.
Nifyx is on the dance floor.
Oh, is Nifyx just having a bit of a boogie?
Yeah, do you want to roll performance to disco dance with the demons?
Yeah, screw it. Performance. I can do performance. Yeah, let's roll that.
You are a bard.
Yeah, we're good at shit like that. 11. That was with a roll of 3.
Yeah, it could be better. Still above average, honestly.
Yeah.
You're a gamer, not a dancer. We're not a particularly grooving type, in my experience.
It's fine. Nifyx is dancing really well, but it's just a really shitty dance. Nifyx is just flossing.
It couldn't have been anything else.
That's the only gamer dance I can think of is the fucking floss.
So while you're doing this, I think Sharon, the psychopomp whose ship this is, we haven't had her talk on screen in a little bit, comes up. She's also flossing, and you guys are going to have this conversation on the dance floor. She says, hey there, Nifyx. How you holding up?
I'm good, just passing time, doing good dances, as you do.
That's great to hear that, honey. Couldn't help but notice you did befriend a giant demon. Is that normal for you and your friends?
Well, dealing with this giant demon in the traditional sense seemed like far too direct a route to have taken. Who challenges a fishing demon to a fishing contest? He seems chill. He seems chill.
It's an incredibly audacious move, I'll give you that. My heavens, you're quite an asset to the Athar, I just found out. Is that new?
Yeah, pretty new. It's real simple. I like things to be tough, and that's why I'm with all these nerds trying to kill off all these strong people. What's more of a challenge than going to deal with a bunch of people who want to be basically gods?
Yeah, I follow your logic perfectly. I was just sorry, I'm a bit of a eavesdropper, unfortunately. I couldn't help but overhear that your friend King was killed by the Lady of Pain, and as I'm sure you're aware, the symbol of the Athar is the Lady of Pain. Has that crossed your mind yet?
I did not know that was the thing. Can you how directly is this Lady of Pain tied in with this whole thing?
So I've actually started talking about the Lady of Pain like 3 or 4 times this season, and each time I stop and edit it out because it's just a lot to talk about. Now we're finally going to do it.
Yeah.
Because last episode, Lloyd did say that King was killed by the Lady of Pain. Who is the Lady of Pain? She is the most iconic person from Planescape. Her face is the logo of Planescape. It's on the front of all the books. She is the Mario of Planescape. Well, let's start here. Do any of you know anything about the lady before I just start expositing?
You don't fuck with her, or you get sent to the maze of eternity or whatever that you never get out of.
Yeah, you don't even pray to her, because that's just as bad.
I don't know shit.
Is the Lady of Pain from the one that's in that city on the top of the Infinity Tower that's like, just don't even fucking acknowledge me?
Yep, Sigil, the city where Purgatory is the home of the Lady of Pain traditionally. In fact, one of its nicknames is the Cage, because there's a theory that it was constructed to contain her. You do not want to pray to her, as Conrad said, because that is one of the surefirest ways to fucking die. Her 2 punishments are, as Chris said, sending someone to a maze, not an inescapable maze. In fact, I think 2 or 3 characters have canonically escaped, but that's it. And the mazes are eternally huge, and you also cannot cheat your way out, by which I mean you cannot harm yourself. You cannot starve to death. You cannot dehydrate to death. You have to finish the maze, which very few people do. The other punishment she likes to mete out is if you touch her shadow, the shadow she casts, you become instantly flayed alive from the inside.
I don't like that.
Which sounds an awful lot like a kind of unstoppable force of nature, which could kill you in an instant. Which is a description from the first episode you may recall.
So I have like a follow-up question about this, which is the Athar having this person as their symbol. Like, is this out of reverence, or is this out of, oh no, this is the ultimate example of, like, why we don't let people be fucking gods?
More the first one. The lady is a very anti-god figure. As Conrad said, you cannot worship the Lady of Pain. She will find out and she will end you. She's extremely anti-god. No one knows 100% why. The main theory is that she's so far above gods that she finds it insulting. There was once a god of portals. This god wanted to open a portal into Sigil. And so the Lady of Pain killed him and all his followers
Well.
instantaneously at the speed of thought. Instantaneously on every plane of existence simultaneously.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Neat.
Not someone I would want to be against.
No, in fact, you have joined the faction most associated with her. Like, as we said, the symbol of the Athar, the one that's in your energy drink, it kind of looks like a bunch of blades arranged in like a human head shape. That is what she looks like. We call her the lady as like
Yeah.
a convenience. No one knows what her sex or gender is, what her species is, if she has any.
This sounds pretty chill. ... Until the Athar get too into it, and then they all die.
The Athar is still kicking right now.
Yeah, right now.
What I'll say is,
Putting this person as your sigil seems like you're playing with fire.
yeah, people, as a general rule, people, it's almost like a Voldemort thing. I think this came out before Harry Potter, but people don't like to say her name. Sometimes they'll just say like her ladyship or something, just because they don't want to draw her attention. It's bad news bears. But she never speaks. No one knows what her actual sex or gender or name are, if she has any of those things. She's like a humanoid shape, but she wears like a long cloak which covers her whole body and a headdress which is made of blades. So no one's actually ever seen her like face or head. She just wears like it looks like a human female made out of steel, and then like a mane, like a lion's made of swords. And that's what she is. If you've never seen a picture of her, she's terrifying.
It's a badass look. Also, would be a real good challenge.
It would be the most. In fact, it's a running joke that you absolutely cannot give the Lady of Pain stats. And in fact, if your characters inquire about the stats or think about trying to fight her, you just should stop playing with them because they don't understand Planescape.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's who the Athar model themselves on. No gods. Absolutely no gods allowed. And so you're carrying that symbol around with you, and you have every reason to believe she killed King Badass. I will say, in our version of Planescape for Season 6 of Dice Funk, her presence in Sigil significantly decreased after the gods died. In fact, some people thought she just disappeared. Maybe she escaped the cage, went missing. People really don't see her much anymore. And so
I've got some theories going about King Badass all of a sudden.
It's very rare to see or hear of the Lady of Pain these days, and in fact, most people are dismissed, like saying, "Oh, I saw Bigfoot." So she is an established historical fact. You're not saying she never existed, but
King Badass seems to keep having very, very, very powerful moments, huh?
Yep, and under that is she's just like a long dress. Oh, also another thing is she never walks. She floats everywhere, which helps with the casting a shadow that you cannot touch thing.
I mean, it really is the way to travel.
Yeah, Who here floats everywhere and is not to be fucked with? I'm just saying.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, so Sharon basically inquires like, so what are your thoughts on A, King Badass getting killed by this person, and B, how down are you with them considering their symbol has been co-opted by the group you're working with? Lancelot is like,
So I have a couple of thoughts to at some point broach with my friend about that. A, like, what is really and again, this is not a thought this is me out of character. What's really the semantic difference between, being okay with gods but not being okay with whatever she is? B, King Badass, the question that's going through my head here is he verging on godhood? Is that what got him killed? And if so, is this going to potentially lead to a situation where my elephant friend is telling me to kill my lizard friend?
These are very interesting questions. In fact, let's go back to Cordelia. We'll come back to the crew on the ship in a minute. I think actually everybody has important things to talk about. I don't know if we'll get to all of them, but there's stuff here. So Cordelia.
Yes.
Jean leads you through a black gate to a new layer of the abyss. This one is basically a dark dungeon. There's like chains on the walls. There's skeletons on the floor. There's an altar with blood.
What about those like wall hangings that say like "Live, Laugh, Love"?
There's a hang in there poster with a kitten on a tree.
No. That one's fine because it has an animal in it.
Oh, okay.
Or it's like, "Don't talk to me till I've had my wine."
They're all motivational posters, but no animals is the important thing.
Yeah, because
Is the
animals are always
wine one
good.
motivational?
Well, no, it's just like
I've heard the coffee one before. The wine one sounds like that's a sign of an
you
alcoholic.
haven't seen all those like sassy shirts like everywhere. It's like I drink rosé. Oh my god, wine.
There's like a procedural bot that makes those shirts where it's like, I'm a gamer and I'm 35 and I have 2 dogs. I will fight you. Or it's just like,
There's one that I got recommended by whatever the thing that recommends stuff on Facebook is, and it is, I never got my acceptance letter from Hogwarts, so I'm leaving the Shire to become a Jedi. And I was like,
Oh no, that's some Tumblr bullshit.
I was like, this is the lamest thing in existence. If
That's
I saw
very Tumblr
if I saw
2013.
someone in this shirt, I would be morally obligated to beat them up.
Yeah, but like, did you buy it for yourself though?
I mean, I got a couple of them just because it is Wish, so you are getting a great deal on your product.
What have you been buying?
Everything Wish recommends to me, which is normally nonsense, but hey, I mean, you can't beat
I've
those
seen
prices.
crack pipes on there.
They continually ask me if I want crack pipes.
See? She gets it.
nobody's taking this as a warning sign.
Excuse me.
Hey, my favorite game on Wish is go look at the written reviews for the crack pipes on Wish. They're great.
All right, Cordelia, you've been led into a scary, spooky torture basement.
Ooh, spooky. So, I got distracted by my Gatorade. It's really good.
Jean says, yep, that's very spooky, Cordelia. Do you have any idea where we are or why I brought you here?
Is this where you torture middle-aged women who go to the manager?
You're the serial killer here, not me.
Sure. Technically, I guess you could say that. I'm pretty sure you probably kill people too, but
Well, you know, things happen.
pot, kettle, anyways.
So we are now in the basement of the domain of an ancient minor god, a demon lord, someone I intend to emulate very soon. Have you heard of the god Seth?
I'm gonna roll religion to find out.
That's Seth, S-S-E-T-H, 2 S's.
So not Egyptian set.
No.
With the crocodile head. What am I rolling religion? Egyptian mythology slaps in the weirdest way, if anybody's curious. I rolled a 16.
That's very good. I will say Set's head, for Egyptian files out there, is not a crocodile.
It's not?
No, I think Set is specifically not. It's not understood what the creature is supposed to be. It's like a mystery what animal it's supposed to be. I just Googled it, and literally there's a Wikipedia page called Set Animal. In Egyptian art, the Set animal is the totemic animal of the god Set. And then it goes on to say, like, nobody knows what it is. Egyptologists just call it the Set animal.
Oh. Oh, I'm thinking, no, see.
I think it's Sobek.
Yes, thank you, Chris.
Yep, that came up in season 4 because there was an alligator person.
I'm literally doing an Egyptian-themed D&D group for my locals thing.
Chris,
so
how did you
I
get
know
so
a lot of
fucking
those
cool?
words. I'm not. I am every day. It just weighs a little heavier until I'll sink. But hey, Great British Break-Off's coming back, so maybe it's all turned around.
So 16, Cordelia, you do know Seth, who is the minor god who created the Yuan-Ti, which is
Oh, that's neat.
a thing you currently are.
Why would he forsake me with no legs?
I mean, you are aware that many Yuan-Ti do have legs. They have an extremely unstable genetic code, and I'm just giving you all this because you know it's a 16. The Yuan-Ti were once humans. They were a human cult of the demon lord Seth, and they served their master, and they were rewarded with serpent forms. The demon lord graced them with what they wanted, which was the cunning and deadliness of snakes. And so their genetic makeup was made very unstable, and they got all kinds of snake mutations. Some of them, like you, are very snaky. Some of them are just like humans with some scales. Some are like human from the shoulders down and just have a snake head. Their UNT come in all kinds of shapes and flavors. You were very snaky, but that's what happened. Once upon a time, the humans wanted to become snakes, and this is how it happened. Right here in this room.
Oh, but to imagine how it would feel To climb some stairs.
Well, I think that's not what your ancestors deliberately traded away climbing stairs.
Maybe I want to be different.
Well, I maybe can help you with that.
I don't believe you. I will not take any of your curse legs.
My cursed legs. I mean, would you rather have legs or be immune to poison?
Both. Please to give to me both.
Not quite the option.
I don't care then.
Okay. you just taking your ball and going home then if you can have everything?
Yes, I settle for no less than perfection.
That is what the followers of Seth believed in, that snakes were much more perfect than humans with all their fragility and soft skin.
I mean, I just got stabbed by, I don't know, giant deer.
The deer was normal size. You were significantly shrunk.
I mean, it's still giant compared to what size I was at that time, so do we really have to play semantics here?
No. Once again, maybe talk to Nifyx about how she kept demanding a harder challenge and nearly got her friends killed.
The fine. What sort of tricky thing do you have set up for me? What puzzle must I beat?
No puzzle. I just wanted to show you the potential of a demon lord. Once upon a time, people were weak and didn't have all the potential you currently have. And then Seth came along and elevated those people with the power of a demon lord. He made your magnificence possible. And that's what I want to share with the world.
Well, okay, that's neat, cool, whatever, nifty. Here is the thing. I was dead. Now, I am not dead. And I'm not dead because I'm doing this job, so I feel like if I betray my boss, I'd be dead again. And honestly, besides the being dead part, I just, like, my family name means a lot, and I can't just, renege on the promise.
I respect that. Loyalty's important. I wouldn't want you to work for me and not be loyal. So, I get it. But I think the terms are very fair. 2 layers of the abyss all to yourself, more than most people will ever get close to. And to be part of something special, something on the level of the creation of your entire species.
As I said, I would mull it over, think about it, talk to Gustav. He mostly just caws, but it's fine. He knows what he's talking about. I don't think it is fair for you to just kidnap me and try to coerce me into a decision without having some time to sleep on it. Or maybe not sleep because we're doing a bunch of shit right now, but you know what I mean.
Not to play semantics again with you, but the gate doesn't just take you anywhere. I think somewhere in your heart you know that you think it would be very fun to be at the top of the heap in the abyss. You have an apartment here. You know this is where you belong. And being my right hand it's going to be incredibly fun.
Some things are more important than fun.
Like what?
Like keeping your word. Like, not getting targeted because I did the opposite of what I was supposed to do. Not having my friends and my girlfriend, targeted.
You're the corniest serial killer ever.
You're the corniest butt ever.
Keeping your word? Didn't you break the social contract when you mutilated a bunch of your fellow?
Did I ever say out loud to anybody? I promise I will not kill. No, I did not.
It is
what
implied.
I did say. No, it is not. You did not hear me say it. It did not happen.
That's a very specific line in the sand you've drawn.
It sure is. I'm a snake.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Actually, speaking of being a snake, we haven't discussed this. Last episode, you were impaled by a giant deer. What is the physical ability that you currently have?
So I was thinking I would have disadvantage on athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how sometimes cats, like, their tails get crooked and they're just kind of crooked forever? It's like that, but my body because I'm a tube.
So you have a crooked tube body.
I'm a little crooked, not quite as agile, little less strong. I also have a cool scar, like right in my tum.
Sounds good. At this, Jean says, well, having you here, I couldn't let you go yet without something for the troops. I think they would really appreciate an example of your handiwork. Can you fit it in your schedule?
You want me to kill someone and turn them into things?
Yeah, I think so. We have actually a prisoner right here. And the door to this dungeon opens and some demons bring in a human.
Is it a trap?
No, this is a demon worshiper. They were on the Prime Material. They wanted, I don't know, a career advancement at their stupid job and maybe to be like strong and sexy or whatever to get laid more. And they're like, oh, demons, help me. This is a thing humans do all the time. And then I was like, sure, you come on down here. We'll make you into a demon. And then, you're going to do your thing. And then their soul is going to be condemned to the abyss. And then they'll be a demon. So everyone gets what they want.
I want to roll insight to see if I think this is a good or a bad idea. Because Lauren feels like it's a bad idea, but Lauren's not the person in there right now.
It may be a bad idea, but is it an interesting idea?
19! Suck on that.
Very good. So the demons drag this human who's like bound and gagged onto the altar, which is stained black with dried blood, and they put him up there for you. And with a 19, you get the sense that this is genuinely something that would be useful for propaganda purposes if the famous Valentine Ripper made her some custom item. Also, it would be something that would undermine any like moral case you have against demons for you to do this. So like if you were like, oh, I can't break my word with my boss because we're the good guys, and then she's like, I watched you mutilate a man in my basement. It's this is kind of undersold. And also I think there's a level to which she just wants to understand you better. She might actually just be like interested in you because serial killers are interesting.
That's true. I'm very sorry to disappoint. But this is just not how it is done. I can't just have my prey brought to me. It's all captured already. The stalking, the hunt, like a lion. That's part of the fun of it.
Oh, you're part of your MO. I read a book once. You have a modus operandi.
Yes.
What's your thing? I know you killed a bunch of people and you made them into stuff, but is it like just between me and you? Is it a sex thing?
No, it is my art. Unconventional materials, yeah, but no, it doesn't. It's not about boners.
Is it an art sex thing?
No, you would know if it was a sex thing, I would tell you.
Okay, fair enough. Take the prisoner back. The demons take the prisoner away.
Sorry, homie. Good luck later. Have fun in hell. There's the abyss, not hell.
Yeah, it's the other one. Oh no, if this person made a deal with the devil, they'd be in some very specifically enumerated torture instead of just in the hands of demons.
Oh, neat.
So, before I take you back, one more thing.
Ugh, so many things, always with the things.
I know, it was going to be a whole episode by itself because Conrad was moving and then he came back and it's like, oh, now we have to fit it in the whole, it's a whole, you know how it is.
Who is this Conrad you speak of?
One of the demons just carrying that guy. He's back. So one more thing I want to show you and then I'll send you back. I promise.
I do not believe you, but okay.
All right. Back on the Hermes. People have questions. Conversations are exciting. Do them.
Nifyx is gonna go to King Badass.
That's me.
And just go, hey, King, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright. I wanna ask you about something, because I'm a little curious. Your death. How much do you know about that?
Nothing.
So, someone mentioned something about Lady of Pain was a name that came up. Do you know anything about them? No?
No, I don't know any Lady of Pain.
Okay. Do you know what you were doing in life like before you died?
I was killing people for a living. Kind of like I'm doing now.
Yeah. And were you on any, like, particular go kill someone quest, imminently before you died?
Maybe. They all kind of blend together after a while.
Are you fine? Are you looking for that list of names of people you've killed?
I think I deleted that list.
Thank God. Fucking saved.
Oh wait, no, hold on, here it is.
I think that was when I was who knows if it was between Secondhauer applesauce or Trustwald Doozelhauser, you know?
Okay, I'm just gonna be real direct with you. The person who allegedly killed you, their whole deal is not wanting to be worshipped. They don't like gods is a thing. I'm basically just trying to work out if you maybe got killed because maybe you are the strongest, and that being the strongest hit like a threshold or something. You.
Oh, but I am the strongest.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt you are, and that's why I'm like, if you continue to be the strongest, I don't want you to get killed again.
Yeah, but if I'm the strongest, then I can help keep my friends from getting killed.
Yeah, but I guess, like, what if you're so strong that you keep getting killed by someone stronger for being the strongest, and you're not there then to protect your friends?
Well, sometimes you can get killed by things that aren't actually strong. So, like, one time, I was cleaning my toilet, and after I cleaned it, it still looked a little bit dirty. And I had heard before that if you put bleach on things that are white, it makes them extra clean. So I put bleach in the toilet, and then a gas came out. And then McNuggets was really angry at me because I shouldn't have been cleaning his toilet like that. And apparently I almost killed all of us.
Did you break Austin?
Look, King. There's something out there that's very strong that doesn't like to be acknowledged that may have killed you for being really strong, and I don't want you to get on that thing's radar again.
Oh, well, thanks for the concern. But if they really are that strong and they want to kill me, then I would just have to get stronger to not get killed by them.
It sounds like there is a power gulf that anywhere in the time you're training to get stronger than them, you could go. Just be careful, King.
I will. And if I ever run into Flop Bossman or whoever killed me again, I'll make sure that they get theirs.
You just raised too many questions about beholder anatomy. That's my problem.
No, he has to have a bathroom.
Ammonia?
If other people come in there, you know?
Yeah, I assumed you were on about the thing where you can accidentally make mustard gas in your bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin's upset because I mentioned McNugget's bathroom. He's like, beholders don't poop. They don't have an anus. that's what Austin's thinking right now.
Maybe they just need somewhere to sit and mess around on their future phones.
What if beholders have guests over? They're guests that have anuses need to poop somewhere.
Exactly.
You don't think King's asked fucking McNuggets how he poops like 7 times before? We all know he has.
The sequel to White Men Can't Jump, Beholders Can't Poop.
What have you wrought, Austin?
It is my fault. So while this conversation's happening, I think the other people on deck, up with Blake, who's keeping the river clear, go for an apple juice or something. They just, it's nothing sinister. They're just going about their business. And there's a moment here where, Blake, you are left alone on the deck. At which point, you catch sight of something in the periphery of your vision.
And what is that thing?
It's a door-sized black gate.
No.
Just there in the middle of the deck of the ship. Like you could just walk through it.
Yep.
It opens slowly, revealing a placid beach. There's a lawn chair. There's one of those big umbrellas. There's some lemonade. Maybe some finger sandwiches on a little table next to it. Looks real nice.
Yeah. I mean,
What about Corona? All those commercials are telling millennials to buy cheap.
I've seen all those black gates before. This would be, a a lot more tempting and surprising. And, I mean, at this point, like, it's clearly a trap.
You want to roll insight?
11.
All right, 11, Blake. You think it might be a trap, but it just does look like a peaceful beach. I will say that while the other gates led to danger, as far as you know, the King clone and then the Swamp Challenge, both of those were what the characters wanted. King did want to fight, and Blake did want to, and Nifyx did want a challenge. So it's not inconceivable in your mind that this is just a safe beach. You think that the trap is less that like you're going to be jumped and just that you're going to walk through, the door is going to close, and you're just going to be on a beach forever, which is far away from helping your friends fight.
Right. But the whole purpose of like the beach as an idealized thing is the reward at the end of the job.
You don't want a government handout, a big demon handout.
He's on the job. He's not on retirement. As tempting as it may seem to be, he knows that he'll still have to answer for it if he walks away. He's not stupid.
One assumes either you would roll a new character or the players would have to find you and hunt you down.
Right.
But yeah, that is it's a genuine offer to just trap you on a beach safe for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but then, what do I do with this gem?
I guess that is true. So what do you do? What is Blake's reaction? Walk us through this acting.
So Blake looks at the gate and he smells the air. And he looks back at the ship and the discotheque and the tacky dressed demons. And he looks back at the gate. He rustles around in his pocket, pulls the gem out, turns around, and heads into the discotheque looking for rhinestones.
I mean, that does make sense. They would be there.
It is a discotheque, yeah. So, yeah, the gate closes behind you and disappears, and nobody knows anything else about it.
Do not ask for who the Venga bus comes. The Venga bus comes for thee, Austin.
So you walk through another gate with Jean, and you find yourself in the parapets of a giant castle, a medieval castle. It's a Helm's Deep situation here, and from this very high vantage point, you can see below you. This castle is guarded by legions of demons. There are giant winged ones manning the walls. There are the smaller kind with spears guarding the gates. There are other ones carrying around all kinds of siege weaponry in here, anti-siege weaponry technology. This entire thing is fortified from front to back.
I don't like this place.
Well, it has its uses. It is the 665th layer of the Abyss, just one up from my house.
I'm just like, I find war to be a little gauche.
Yeah, you're more of a surgeon. Very, very specific violence.
Yes, sneaky, tricksy violence, not just, ooh, we have guns, crossbows, cannons.
Demon stuff,
flails. Iron Maidens probably. I feel like demons would really like an Iron Maiden.
That's my bed.
Oh, yeah, wow, aren't you so cool and hardcore?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'd like to go back now, goodbye.
Well, I just wanted to show you this because you said you don't like war, and I don't want you to be in a war against me. That would be pretty uncool. But you're on your way here. This is the 665th layer. You're going to have to pass through this castle. She points down to the river. You see actually that the Phlegethon and the Cocytus kind of merge up ahead before reaching the moat around this castle. And there's this like a steaming... brackish is the term when salt and freshwater mix. I don't know what lava and ice is. But assume
Rock?
it's a hellish... What?
Rock? The lava would turn to rock, Austin.
It's a brackish rock pool up around the moat, and she says like, that's where y'all are gonna end up if you keep coming down here, and then you're gonna have to try to get through this castle to find me, and you're gonna get torn to shreds by demons.
So what you're telling me is you're trying to flex.
Are you impressed? Did I impress you?
No.
Well, dang.
I am not easily impressed. You should know this if you know as much about me as you think you do.
I mean, I'm a casual fan. I flipped through a book. I haven't seen the true crime special of the podcast.
They get a lot of things wrong.
They jump to some conclusions. It's a little voyeuristic.
Yeah, they really misunderstood some of my things there. But I want to go back to my crew because I would like that. Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw?
I haven't eaten a real meal today. Woo! 16.
That's pretty good. So you know that the spell Zone of Truth has been cast on you, and that you have succeeded against it. And Jean says, are you going to give my offer serious consideration?
I will think about it. Also, I just caught you. That is not cool. You can't just cast spells on people and get into their minds. I know I do it, but you cannot do it to me.
Flashback to last season when Lauren's character did this exact thing to someone.
I have never said that I was not a hypocrite.
I do want to let you go back because there's a chance you're going to, help me and be on my side and cool and popular. But there's also a chance you're going to get on the boat and you're going to come here and we're going to have to spend all...
I mean, I feel like it wasn't really fair, this thing you did, because you entrapped me by using my girlfriend, but the fake one, not the real one, and I do not appreciate that.
You're very easily offended for someone just festooned in the body parts of your victims.
I just don't trust you, and despite their failings, I do actually care about this team for some reason. The big stupid one, he has a tiny daughter. It's great. Shouldn't have told you that. Oh well, we'll figure that out later. Oops, Lauren can never stop running her mouth. Who's Lauren? Nobody knows.
So I said I'd take you back, so there is a gate waiting for you on the ground floor.
Uh-huh.
Good luck.
Okay. I want to go home now. I mean, not home, but...
How are you? So you're in the parapet of this giant... I should specify, this castle is very gothic. It's made of black obsidian, kind of more metal than stone, right? Very scary. There's giant gargoyles on it. It's bristling with spikes. This is the second deepest layer of the abyss from whence all demons come. It's pretty metal in addition to the brackish lava outside. And there's a hatch here you can go through downstairs, but you can already hear demons milling about.
Oh, I'm gonna cast invisibility.
Hell yeah, roll stealth with advantage.
17!
Yeah, 17's pretty good. I think you walk down the stairs, there are some demons milling about, and they're fully armed and armored, but they don't see you because you're invisible, and you can slip past them down to lower floors. I think at some point you need to roll investigation.
Okay. I love to investigate. I want to talk like this forever.
That's extremely good.
10, that's average.
Yeah, it is pretty average. I will say that a thing you notice on your way down the stairs is there's more maggots here. There's maggots on the walls. There's maggots on the ceiling. There's you pass a room, which just seems to be full of maggots.
I told her a lot of my problems were with the maggots. And what does she do? She gives me more maggots. How can I trust such a person?
Okay. You get down to the bottom of the stairs, and there is a black gate in the wall here.
C'est la vie. And I go.
And you go.
Such is life.
So who would like to have Cordelia fall out of a gate and land on them?
Who wants to get squished?
I mean, this feels like a very Blake thing to have happen.
Yeah, you have a fistful of rhinestones.
Yeah.
Just a big old snake.
And
Yeah.
Cordelia just falls out of a gate that opens on the ceiling and it lands on you.
Oh.
Oh, my delicate friend, I'm sorry. Let me help you with these rhinestones. I will not keep any for myself, I promise.
You can have as many as I really just needed one. It's easy to start a collection in a place like this.
Rhinestones or crystals or sequins, they're all very different.
Oh, I know.
Well, I'm back. Apparently nobody missed me.
Nobody noticed you were gone.
Nobody even noticed, because you don't even sound surprised. That's fine.
Wait,
Cordelia will remember that.
you were gone?
Yeah, I got entrapped by the stupid head. There were more maggots. I told her I did not want any more maggots, but what does she do? Maggots.
Oh, you went through a gate.
Yeah, the technical term nobody knows.
Yeah, no, yeah. She had a gate open up on me.
At least you knew what you were getting into. I was tricked.
It was a beach. I mean,
Oh, I do love the beach.
really? I'm not so sure. I mean, it's a thing to try.
It's not bad, just sometimes you got to do the stingray shuffle unless you don't have legs, so I guess you'll never get stung by a stingray, aka me. But yeah, you eat ice cream, it melts, seagulls attack you, lots of fun time.
I think sand would get between my toes.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't have toes.
Well, anyway, welcome back, I guess.
Oh, also, fun fact, right before we get to Jean, there's like a whole castle full of demon warriors, so...
Oh, you'll like this. Lloyd wants me to prevent us from killing Jean, so that we can, take all of her wealth.
Why can't we just do the fucking job?
I know, right? It's always gotta be a thing. I mean, I took his gem, what the heck, but...
I mean, he offered you a gem, you didn't sign a contract.
Yeah. King and Nifyx, what are you up to?
Nifyx is just trying to work out what to do about this whole king situation, because it's suddenly a little bit like, oh no, I just wanted fun people to challenge.
So, let us take, Lloyd, you don't count, I'm sorry, but you're not officially part of the murder crew. You can contribute, but I will not count your vote. Vis-a-vis, Team Jean, Team Kill Jean. Where are we all feelings on this?
I'm still on team do the job. It still seems like a big old fun challenge to do. As I said before, sorry about Jean's interpretation of challenging. Jean could have challenged me with, here is a really tough game of chess or something. Like, I didn't say Jean trying, put all my friends in danger or anything, but I still think going to try and deal with Jean sounds like a good fun challenge. Like, it's the job. I have no reason to not go do that still.
To be clear, this is a team meeting now where everyone knows about the gem.
No, why would that... That's...
I don't know. I need people to set this up.
I feel like Lloyd would tell us.
No. He brought it to Blake.
Yeah, he came to me. I spoke specifically to you because you're the one that has their head on their shoulder in this entire team.
Oh, I'm not gonna rat you out.
I know you're not. That's also the other thing.
I am no narc.
All right, so with more specificity, let's paint a picture of what happens here, the four of you.
Okay, so here is what happened. Blah, 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 blah. Tell him what happened with Jean. Offer she made. One, I'm not really a fan of not completing jobs that I promised I would do. Two, she clearly disrespected my no maggots rule repeatedly. So, and also, it just also does sound like a challenge that does not, I'm not going to use the word I almost used in front of it, because she's got spies everywhere. I bet they're all maggots too. But anyways, how do we as a group feel about Jean? I'm not the biggest fan.
I think that Jean is deliberately, to a certain degree, misinterpreting, that whole fun deal. Like, I feel like someone who goes, oh, you're the conduit of challenge, let's try and murder you and also throw up maggots on you. Like, I don't necessarily know that's someone that should have more power.
Also, she doesn't have the good sense to realize that nobody fucking likes maggots.
Nobody likes maggots.
I heard that, Curtis. No one's gonna get that joke.
Yeah, I am.
Phantasmagoria?
Yes, it was.
I'm not a fan of this person having more power. Like, there's some deliberate, monkey paw wish shit going on with their interpretation of fun.
But we don't actually have to kill her, do we? Like, if we beat her, then all of her demons will stop worshipping her, because then they won't think that she's actually capable of becoming a demon lord then.
This is why it's important to see who knows about the jewel, because this is another solution.
Like, so King's gonna say,
Like, last year, the Ilium Hydras were looking really good in the postseason, but then their quarterback got injured, and they lost really bad, and then he retired, so now nobody likes the team anymore.
What is a quarterback?
He's the one that throw the ball.
Is it a kind of gorilla?
It could be. Sometimes it is.
My question here then is, A, do we have, like, a permanent solution of, like, she's not just going to come back and, go for that power again real soon? And B, does not killing but finding other ways to stop her from ascending, like, fulfill what we were asked to do?
Can't we contact Kato?
I have a bird that is a phone.
yeah, we haven't had Lynette talk in a while. You want to ring up your girlfriend?
Beep, 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 beep. I can't make a ring noise. Beep, beep, beep.
what?
Beep.
What? You've never made a bring noise before?
Bling, bling. Okay, fine. I was thinking of like I was trying. What's the Skype tune? Boop, 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 boop.
Nope, I'm putting the AOL sound in here now.
Oh, I love that sound.
You've got mail.
Now it's just an absurdist collage.
Hello, Leonette.
Mushy mushy.
It's fucking weeb. So, sometimes maybe we don't all pay attention to our assignments.
What has King done?
Do we have to kill her, Jean, or do we just need to stop her from ascending, or do we need to do the whole shebang?
Kato isn't bloodthirsty. He wants to not be a demon lord who will then rule all of the abyss, and then the abyss will be a threat to everyone else. Why? What's going on?
Just sort of brainstorming solutions, because there is a giant fortress with a giant demon army, and the walls are made out of maggots. Do you have any advice?
That sounds delicious.
Do you want to come eat a lot of maggots? Because you know how I feel about it.
Yeah, if you can eat your way through a whole castle of maggots, we might have a job for you.
I mean, honestly, yeah, please. You know, you love a worm.
They're so juicy.
Oh, good. Yeah.
They have the cutest little mouths. What are they doing?
No!
Okay.
We have talked about this.
I'm sorry. So yeah, if you neutralize, and I'm just once again spitballing here theoretically because I have no reason to believe that this is possible. If you can neutralize her ability to ascend, that is essentially the mission. I'm not with Kato right now. I think he's in a meeting, so I can't ask him directly, but I don't think he'll be mad at you.
Tell him I said hi!
I will. Hi, King.
Hi!
Tell him we say hi.
Hi, Nifyx.
Hi.
And this is all just coming out of the bird's open beak.
Okay, thank you for the help.
No problem, Noodle.
Okay, go to bed.
Oh, also, your other girlfriend showed up earlier?
I mean, she's not my girlfriend yet, but okay.
Okay, the Valkyrie showed up earlier. She brought snacks.
Yes, how was it? What kind of snacks?
I haven't looked at all of them, but it's like very, heaven-y stuff. A lot of,
Green puffs and eclairs?
A lot of low fat stuff. A lot of low sodium.
No. Oh, God. Then we have to eat them because it's the polite thing to do.
I mean, you've seen the way she looks in that armor, so, she's not snacking 24/7.
I mean, some people are born lucky.
That might be true. Actually, I didn't really want to talk about the snacks. Oh, those are mango. Hold on. I'm back.
Mango! Save me the mango!
I'll save you the mango. What I wanted to say was she came by and I noticed on her her key fob, right? Mm-hmm. She had like a, what are they called?
Key fob? The thing you just said?
Key dangles.
Yeah, the dingly dangles. Thanks, Kang. She did have a Believers of the Source symbol.
I get all the uncool factions messed up. Is that the one who does like gods or they do not like gods?
Duh. I mean, you met her. She was in charge of putting people in charge of all of heaven.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I could have answered that myself.
Yeah, it's okay. You have a lot on your mind.
Yeah, all those fucking maggots.
Think of the mangoes.
Mangoes, not maggots.
Could you pass a message to the Valkyrie lady?
Sure.
Can you ask her where the 7 holy people are? Because we have to go to heaven to kill them because they keep trying to kill us down here in the abyss.
Lock them up. Put them away. I'm tired of it.
All right. All right, I've taken the note. I just wanted to make sure you knew. I didn't know, because I know Nifyx is in the Athar, and so...
I didn't think about it. You know how I am with the... I don't care.
You didn't even want to join my faction.
I mean, I do. I'm just bad at it right now. Let me work on it. Oh my God. Don't rush me.
Mm-hmm. You're sure you're a bad girl.
We're on speaker. Stop it.
All right, everyone else leaves the room out of embarrassment. But yeah, so two important things. Anastasia, the Valkyrie, is a believer with Lloyd. I mean, you don't know that they know each other necessarily, just something to keep in mind. And yeah, you won't be in trouble if you take Jean's power instead of killing her. Although Lloyd does want half, at least, of that power.
So, do we have, like, any other options other than killing? If that's what we're discussing, does anyone have ideas, or is anything on the table?
I would like to subtly, I guess I'll have to roll stealth, wiggle my snake eyebrows, my snibrows, at Blake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have message, but I think it's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
To wiggle my snibrows.
Mm.
I think Blake gets the picture.
Yeah, it's 20.
Holy shit, your snibrow game is off the charts.
So there might be a way to do it without killing her. Now, but I was told we were supposed to kill her. That was the impression that I was supplied.
Were we told, or did we just assume because it's what we like to do?
I think we assumed because we're good. We're here to do generally to do killings as a means to an end. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had a quest log in this video game, the quest would be kill Jean the Demon Queen, and then under it would be like another bullet point optional quest objective: take Jean the Demon Queen's powers.
Jean the Demon Queen.
How do beholders poop?
Why?
So, King.
Yes.
How well do you know Lloyd?
Oh, really well. He's my brother.
Right, but like, let's say he were to suddenly come into possession of, I don't know, say, half of the power of Jean. Like, do you think that'd go over okay? I mean, I don't really know the guy.
Yeah, that'd be great, and I'd be really happy for him. I mean, I'd be happy if anyone here got half the power of the Demon Queen.
Okay, so you see my concern, right?
No.
Like, everybody else here can see my concern.
In the movie, there's a quick cut up to above deck, and Lloyd and Lancelot are on opposite ends of the deck, pretending not to look at each other, like pretending that they don't know the other one's there, looking away very pointedly, and then it just cuts back without any dialogue.
Or imagine if they're singing Loathing from Wicked.
Is Blake making it clear what the deal is?
Well, that's what so that's the deal. basically, we can bind her and then take her power, but we got to give half of it to, Lloyd.
That's fine. This is a win-win for everybody then.
Well, maybe we renegotiate those terms to like even split for everyone, not like considerably more for that one person.
Maybe we can use this free contract I have to make him sign a contract where he promises not to kill us later after we give him power.
I mean, that's the other thing about this is that we have a debt to, Spidey.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that because I don't care.
Yep, and the planar binding can be used to secure that soul as well. So.
Oh, see, win.
Can I do a consult on how my little buddy feels about this whole negotiation?
Lancelot would be fucking furious if you did anything that could get the believers of the source closer to godhood. You don't need to consult with him in an actual dialogue scene. He would be absolutely apoplectic.
What if we maybe we give him sleeping draughts? He never knows.
Okay, so you guys are discussing this, and I think it's actually more interesting to leave this where there's a bit of uncertainty, maybe going into the final fight, because while you're having this conversation, there comes some shouts from above deck, and people begin running around, and you see Sharon pokes her head in, and she says, "There's something in the river, y'all."
I just got back, and now this.
I'll kill it.
So you all run upstairs, up onto the deck, and you see up ahead in the icy river, Blake has took out all the big ice that was in the way. But now there is some other kind of blockage, specifically what appear to be giant roots, which come down from the twilight sky. There's no sun in the abyss. There's just a purple sky, and the banks are all icy and snow in every direction, but there's these just tremendous roots that just wind down pendulously from the heavens and are laying in the river ahead of you, blocking your path.
Is that Itchy still the big tree?
Do we have any landscapers on board?
I'm not going to make you roll for that, King. If King can figure out that it's the roots of the Yggdrasil, everyone else can too. It is the tree that's the branches are in the upper planes, the roots are in the lower planes, and the trunk is in the middle planes. So
King's gonna start shouting for the squirrel.
Hey, Morrow! Are you there?
The Night of Nuts.
He is so unbelievably far away. It's like yelling at somebody on Venus.
Hello!
No, the nuts.
King doesn't understand that right now. He's gonna keep shouting for Morrow.
That's adorable. But yeah, so these roots, I mean, it's hard to visualize like a tree that could be the size of all of existence, and you're just seeing a root, but you're seeing such a microscopic little bit of like a tendril coming off one little root sprout, but to you it's like the size of a skyscraper draped over the river, blocking the route, and it goes up into the sky. This unbelievably huge tangle.
Can we go around?
No, it's blocking the river.
I hate it. What do trees not like?
Yeah, but if we hurt the tree, then Morrow gets mad and throws explosive acorns at us.
I know, I remember that after I said the thing I said.
Why don't we just make the water go above the tree? We're like, if the water was above the tree root, then we could just sail over it.
What?
We literally have an object that can move water at will. I don't know how King can explain it.
Yes, I remembered that with no help from anybody else.
Or there's another way.
If only we had a magic one.
Or
Like
a
magic.
The mega bus is coming.
Magic.
The mega bus is coming. Only one of us has an oar.
Oh. Fuck.
No, it's very adorable.
I forgot my oar did that. I didn't realize you were on about the thing.
It took me a minute too, honestly.
Yeah, no. Chris was on top of it, and it took me a while to realize that I wasn't the person holding the magical item that resolved this.
No, I thought I wasn't even thinking about what we were doing. For some reason, I had it in my head. Oh, Lauren can do a thing that she's forgotten about. I'm just gonna sit and revel in this for a minute until she remembers what it is, without stopping to go. Maybe it's me.
It wasn't me this time.
Hey, I have a magical. Let's use that.
It's the first time for everything.
So what do you do?
So my magical, it can control the river, the blood river water, right?
It can simulate the spell control water. It's not blood, it's an ice river.
Okay. Yeah, can I basically just get the river to be narrower but higher? Sort of move the water from the edges to the middle so that it's high enough that we can get over the branch.
Yeah, you boost the water up under the ship to lift its elevation and try to snake it over the roots.
I am not comfortable with your use of the word snake, sir.
I'm sorry. Can you make a spell attack, Nifyx?
Sure.
Because this is a pretty significant use of the amount of water it would take to lift the boat. This wouldn't have worked in the swamp because the water was very shallow. You know, just like it was basically mud. But this is an entire ass river.
20.
Holy Moses!
Hell yeah! Plus 11, damn.
Yeah, them good spell attack bonuses.
20 was what I was looking for. So, yep, the Hermes rises on a pillar of water at Nifyx's command. Why don't you paint this picture of you doing this? This is your big moment.
Okay, it's great that my big moment comes after so long of everyone just saying a word at me until I realize I'm tired.
In the edit, it'll be like 30 seconds. It'll be fine.
Nifyx heads to the back of the boat and basically, if any of you have played the new Mario Party on the Switch, which has like a rowing down a river minigame, and it's a very much a caricature of rowing. It's like you just stick it in once on one side, once on the other. It's just
Same.
the most like lazy caricature of I'm totally rowing a boat. And with each one, the river is getting narrower and taller until it just sort of crescendos up and over the roots.
So if it crescendos up and over the roots, there's a point where the Hermes has to drop back into the icy river, which is interesting. Dexterity saving throws, everybody, as it crashes down, it plops down, and there's a wave of icy water over the deck.
Do I get advantage because I fly?
Lauren, you do not have to roll.
Finally.
17.
22.
22 crit, yay.
Not only did everyone pass, we have a crit and a 22. Incredible. So not only is everyone perfectly safe, I think some people do some pretty sick moves.
Nifyx does a backflip just to show off. Like,
and then you hear a voice boom out over the river. Sick backflip, bro.
I think I'm just eating some like macarons. You know, pulling them out of my purse, just snacking away.
Do you just completely no-sell it, Blake?
Yep.
That wasn't a joke about the voice booming out. There was a voice that said, sick backflip, bro.
I thought we were in Skate or Die. Who's there? And King's going to look over towards the phone. He's going, to the bird. He's going to be like, is there another voice inside the bird now?
There is not another voice inside the bird. All of you simultaneously see the same movement, which at first appears to be the sky falling down on you.
Oh, that's one of the better James Bond movies.
It really is. I've watched them all for reasons which are unclear to me.
Oh my god.
But it's not the entire, it's not the sky. It just seems that way because the scale is so massive. What begins coming down towards the ship from the roots hanging from the heavens is a creature.
Oh,
it's like a
He's got a stupid
sock
face.
puppet
it's like
monster.
a big worm with a unicorn horn.
He's a really stupid worm. He looks like he's made out of spam.
this is... Oh, that's a Nidhogg. Sorry, I opened the thing. Nidhogg.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There is a creature that lives in the roots of the Yggdrasil.
That's fun.
It is called the Nidhogg. Maybe there's an R in the Norse transliteration, maybe Nidhoggra.
Yeah.
But the video game which features this creature prominently. It's called Nidhogg, so we'll probably go with that pronunciation. Nidhogg's fine.
There's a video game where people fight, and whoever wins gets the glory of being eaten by the giant worm.
Actually, roll religion to know in character about our friend the Nidhogg.
Oh, religion, you say?
It is a prominent feature in Norse mythology, yeah.
I got a 0 both times.
12?
I got a 9.
7.
Oh my lord, I don't know if I've seen such a thorough failure this season. None of you have any clue what's happening. There is a worm that is larger than your mind can comprehend. It's almost Lovecraftian in the sense that you can't see all of it. It's so big that it's outside of your mental frame of reference. It hurts to look at it.
But the Nidhogg did like my backflip.
It did love your backflip. Actually, everyone take 6 psychic damage from seeing this thing. Dungeons and Dragons by default doesn't have a sanity mechanic like Call of Cthulhu where you lose sanity for seeing things that are outside of your ken, although there is an optional rule in the Dungeon Master's Guide. You take psychic damage from seeing something so big it can live in the roots of a tree the size of all of existence. But it's a worm with a horn like a unicorn, and it has an articulated mouth, not like a sucking a hole like a worm, but more like the mouth of
Like a lamprey.
Oh yeah, like the mouth of a lamprey. And that's how big it is, and it is coiling down from the roots towards your ship.
Hi.
Hypothetical question. How big can I make Gustav and or my bird girlfriend? Big enough to eat this worm? I know the answer is no, but it's a fun idea.
I don't even know if you have the spell enlarge, and even if you did, it would double the size. Someone could run the math. How many times you have to double a raven to reach the size of all of existence?
Hold on, Nidhogg. Let me just...
Can I do another backflip because it seemed to please the Nidhogg, and I want this thing to be on team We're Cool?
Yeah, backflip for the Nidhogg. It's acrobatics.
Is that another dexterity?
It's acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Please, Crush. This will be so funny.
6. It was a less impressive backflip this time.
This time you only do like half a flip and you land on your neck.
Hi, my name's King Badass. What's your conduit?
You yell that up into the Nidhogg as it unhinges its jaws and begins descending on the ship, which is like a tiny crumb in its maw, like a microscopic fleck beneath its jaws.
Hey, I promise my backflips will get better if you don't eat us.
This knockoff version of Tremors is no fun.
Hey, can you help us kill Mean Jean the Demon Queen?
As you say this, King Badass, the Nidhogg stops its descent.
Stuck in my head today out of fucking nowhere.
Vengabus.
No, the Angry Beavers theme song.
I've been thinking about the Angry Beavers a lot too recently. I think maybe because the Netflix Rocco and Invader Zim put me in that headspace.
Did anyone else root for Daggett? I was kind of always rooting for Daggett. I was like, I don't even remember the other ones. Was it Norm?
Norbert.
Norbert's a douchebag.
Guess what?
Is it credits?
It is September 2019 credits.
Wake me up when September ends.
I'm gonna kick your butt off your body, and it's gonna fly around the room, then come back and hit you in the face.
Buttering.
What?
It's not a boomerang. It's a buttering.
It is a buttering. Do you want to read names?
The executive producers for September 2019. 'Tis I, Zedster? Fuck. Zedster.
2 tired, 4 clever names. Jade. I feel that deeply.
Yeah. A Bozog blew my cover 8 full of hate. Now we skate.
Do you want to just read these? I'm just going to take it easy this month.
A werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand.
Oh, this one's for you.
A whole lot of weed and cookies. I'm singing them now.
Aaron Norgard. I'll just read the normal human names.
Abigail Grace.
Abigail Grace.
Adrian Y.
Aftershock, conduit of Austin's favorite date ooze. Is
Agent Hedgepiggle.
Agent Hedgepiggle is very good. Is a date ooze a date like the fruit specifically that's oozy, or is it like a ooze you take on a date?
I think. Oh, well, that's not okay. I was thinking the ooze that happens on a date.
Okay, of course you were. Aki Savalainen.
Albert West.
Damn, girl, you got your date ooze all over my sheets.
Fuck off.
Albert West.
Aaliyah.
Alex Vepra.
Alice in the Purple. Is moose a plant?
We found a different animal named Moose recently, and we were heartbroken that it wasn't the same Moose. It was
that
a dog,
one was
right?
a cat. No, it was a cat.
That's a cat. An otter swimming with Sean Astin.
That's what he deserves. Andrew Birmingham.
Andrew Fedgy. 30 to 50 feral conduits.
Keeping it alive for us.
Yeah.
Andrew Grothin.
Andrew R.
Andy Harkins.
Anna.
Anna, conduit of procrastination.
Anthony, patron of Dora.
Antonio, conduit of snacks. Antonio, I'll find you later.
That would be a really good power, just to always be able to have snacks.
Dude, for real.
Arachnovolt, keeper of the credit prison and incarcerator of Brent. I thought it was incinerator of Brent
Oh
at
no,
first.
that's too much corporal punishment. You can do that one.
Arcanist of Rhyolea, and then tries to give us pronunciation for Rhyolea, but I've read a book.
Ariadne.
Like the spider lady from...
Yeah, I know, and she's the conduit of 6 threads. 'Cause she weaves.
She also read a book. Arjun de Koning.
Fuck off. It will end you.
You hate books.
It's so hot in my house, I'm dying. It's like 82 degrees. I'm gonna kill myself.
Arthur North.
Ash, defender of Lauren and lover of women. That's dope.
Austin Korgsky, conduit of Best Boy itself.
Austin is my celebrity hall pass.
What a waste! It could be anybody. Okay. Austin, read your next 5 in baby voice, then 5 in daddy. They're great. Do I have a daddy voice? I know I have a baby voice. Austin, read your next 5 in baby voice. What's daddy voice? It's just like very stern?
Yeah.
It's just like 5 in baby voice, then 5 in daddy. That's nothing. That's just
You said
deep.
them in the same way. Austin, you guys are awesome. Isaac, conduit of gabble, gabble, gabble.
Austin, kit me out like a swamp donkey.
What does that mean?
Who even knows anymore?
You didn't do it in one of the voices.
Austin, kit me out like a swamp donkey.
I was like, we need to go fast. And it's like 8 minutes in and we're not even out of the A's.
Oops.
Backwards of conduit sparkle. Now we're out of the A's.
Becky Toothill, property of Janiac.
Beef Swellington, conduit of meat.
BJ, conduit of miniature giant space hamsters.
B. Ray Echo.
Why do I always get this one? Before we continue, I gotta say, I got tiny nips.
Blue 6.
Bonus.
Bones. Brady, conduit of spooky, scary skeletons. Meh, 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 meh.
Brent, still every episode of Dice Funk Goatly.
Oh, Callum, I can't believe I got ambushed in the credits. Turner.
The credits are a very dangerous place. Cameron Abbas.
Candace, listen to Dice Funk. Starling.
Serdwin, conduit of crushing on Austin in a respectful, non-horny way.
Chance Hamlin. That sounds like a name for like a gambling pig.
It does. Extremely. I have to write that down. Hold on. Charlie Chalkley, conduit of melting because Britain doesn't have AC. Couldn't be me.
No.
Chris, conduit of bad decisions walling.
Christ man, the second coming.
I don't like the way you spelled that. I think you maybe want to spell that one a different way.
The blasphemy.
The blast for me. Christopher Charlow.
I got distracted. Okay, Coho Blast.
Corim. Oh no. Okay.
I've infected you.
You really have. Corim, professor of the Golden Deer House at Garreg Mach.
Counterfeit.
That's a Fire Emblem thing.
Cool.
C.R. Saldana, prophet of R.N. Jesus.
Q, I appreciate you. Yes, you. Cumber.
Dandy Snuff.
Danielle? Daniel? There's 2 L's but no E at the end, and I am...
Damn, Danielle.
It's like when a cat licks ice cream and his brain just stops for a minute.
I feel that constantly while we're recording. Daria, go right.
Dawning Frost.
Deathworm, conduit of good pets.
Decibel.
Dennis Pancake Detlefson.
DM Town. Now I have to deal with player shenanigans.
Godspeed. It's like having all your friends over to hate you. Do I have to enter a name? I'm just so tired.
Fuck, that's such a mood. Don Johnston.
Dorian, conduit of devotion.
Dr. 101.
Dr. Goatman.
Dr. Isix.
Dragon in the server room.
Dylan and Rillin, or Dylan and Rylan, or is it Dylan and Rylan? We'll find out someday. The dog listening on a lazy Sunday morning also dishes. I hope the dog gets to clean the dishes.
Oh, they love the flavors.
Exactly. Give your dog flavors.
Dylan, conduit of skeleton kisses.
Ebrand, big spider, fill me with egg sacs.
What the fuck? No.
Oh, it's probably because Beatrice has 4 egg sacs now.
Einer J.
Ecorin.
Elder dog.
Elderly goose, conduit of buns.
Eleanor and Anantices Periton, horned vampire lady with depression.
Aline!
The horned vampire lady with depression is a powerful Tim Burton aesthetic.
Yeah, it's very relatable.
Elizabeth Jackalope.
Elusive Lily.
Emma, Moose is doing good, and a vertebrae. Oh god.
Oh, fuck. What did we not say yet?
I can't do this for much longer, Emma. You're killing me. I need to know.
Sugar glider.
Quadamundi.
Ferret. Quadamundi. Hamster, gerbil. Guinea pig. What other small things?
Empress Quintilian Galaxion, first of fair name and ruler of the galaxy. I think that's legally binding now.
Enrico Vandane.
Erica Faye.
Erwan Lilagadek.
Extellaris.
Florian H.
Forgotten patron, Kiefer Lowe. Do we mess
yeah.
up their name one month? Is that what this is about?
Last month we forgot it. Do you not read your mentions, Austin?
I do. I just... Listen, there's hundreds of names.
Well, I apologize. You're welcome.
I bet it was
Austin.
Patreon's fault.
Yeah, let's blame them. Francois Arsenal.
Francois V.
Frank Sands, Listen to Continue podcast, and Dicebunk.
God or Satan.
Good dog. Conduit of Scritches.
Grapefruit juice.
No.
Graffiti, but spelled
Graffiti. I hate it. I'm sorry, Graffiti, but you stumped me because I'm an idiot. Graffiti, conduit of rhetorical answers.
wrong. Guinevere Cummings.
HGFNBFBRSCMHGFRPTHFC. It's all the fucking...
I would be confused, except the next one is literally Athar Grunderson, first of his name, born of fire, and brimstone redeemer of which is, yeah.
I read the initials. I'm not going to say the whole thing. You can't make me. You can.
Harley Astor.
Harrison Andrew.
Do you forget how to read every couple seconds? Is that what's going on?
I get into I get into it, and then I lose my spot because
Okay.
I get excited because I'm looking at my waves because I'm trying to do okay, but I keep screaming.
You really do keep screaming.
I'm having so much fun.
Harry, king, the jock dumbass of my dreams.
Hedron Master.
He's a good dog, Brent. Nope, I fucked it up. He's a good Brent, dogs. You can just tell my brain finished it for me.
How do I make friends? Regards, conduit of social faux pas.
Ingmar Grimmen.
Isaac, conduit of Tux the Penguin. Hell yeah, I like. You a fan of Tux? I am.
Jaden.
James Neely.
Jamie, conduit of accidental doming.
Sir.
We've all been there.
Janiac, conduit of thankfulness for being on the show.
Yep, if you haven't listened to the one shot, she played 2x4, a character whose name will haunt me for the rest of my
Amazing.
life.
That's so good.
Jaspel, there is a mustelid hiding in my topiary.
Give it to Austin.
For real.
J. Logan, conduit of queerness, mage of life.
Jayish Wizard, the Wizard of J.
Jealous goddess cosplay.
Jen.
Jenny Colby.
Jerry, God, I'm tired. Flowers. It's like the third name we've got, which just says, "Oh God, I'm so tired."
That is very true. Jermaine Walls, conduit of cryptid grappling.
Grappling. You can't see my facial expression.
Gelfling.
Gelfling. Jess Faget, conduit of veggies.
Joanna the Wrenchway.
John Madera will be a polar bear in the next Bloody Roar.
I'm rooting for you, John. John Potts.
John Barnett, conduit of pillows.
John, conduit of subpar joke names.
Joseph Timbrello.
Josie, vengeance paladin of sun dragons.
That's Josie's gonna show up in like 3 seasons and get revenge finally for Markov.
Whatever. Come at me.
Jew-Man Jack-O-Lantern season is just around the corner. I messed up the cadence of that.
Sure did.
Jew-Man Jack-O-Lantern season is just around the corner.
That was better. Julian Phillips, conduit of Kaizen.
Just a Jester.
Caster UK.
Kate, conduit of semi-regular regret.
Kelladry was too busy stroking her cat Mitzi to think of a credits name.
Those are the proper priorities.
Yes.
Keller Automat.
Ken, conduit of finally writing this goddamn PhD dissertation.
Kentoroy.
Kevin Dobbins.
Killer Cotton Shizno.
Carrie Magic on Twitch.
Kaniku Fan.
Kitty Foe, condiment of guessing plot points.
Corrito Prime. Hold on, bitch. Austin is straight? Question mark. Is that in dispute?
I just don't think you've ever talked about it.
I mean, it's all a spectrum, right?
Austin's never had a boner in his life.
I wouldn't even know what that is. You're confusing me.
I'm getting out of this. Christina, conduit of obligatory fishing minigames itself.
Fire Emblem actually does have a good fishing minigame because it's really easy and ignorable, which my usual problem is they make me fish. Sonic Adventure. Criterion 3.33. I am not a reference. Is that Evangelion?
It better not be.
God damn it.
In My Good Christian Podcast, Crystal, conduit of buying greens and forgetting them in the CRISPR abyss. Yeah.
The CRISPR abysser.
CRISPR abysser.
Kyle Badsvik.
Kyle, president of the Drop Goodwood fan club.
Lana Seawolf, Lady of Bones.
Larry Yelling Man.
Late Stage Martis. I don't know what that means.
Lauren's Duckling. It's technically my mom's, though.
Every month, you gotta remind the people.
Yeah.
Levi the Goblin Dude back again.
Lenora the Engine Cat.
What's that mean?
I don't know. Let's talk about snacks, baby. Let's talk about you, Auntie.
Liam Sutton, Conduit of Headaches.
Oh, fuck. Get out of here. Bad juju. My head hurts. Lauren Cates, conduit of Sasha Barnowl Cohen, my moth wife.
My moth wife.
My wife.
My waff wife. Low key, making donuts in homage of all-powerful Moose.
Did we already ask if Moose was a moose? I feel like somebody shouldn't have a moose, but I mean, the moose is a vertebrate.
I feel like that was either the first one we came up with or we did totally miss it.
Because we were like, they can't be a real moose.
That'd be cute. I would like a big moose.
Yeah, pictures if it's a moose. Pictures anyway, no. Tell us what moose is.
Ludovico Limited.
Luke Powers.
Lulu Skidoo.
Luther, the conduit of being 22 small burbs in a trench coat.
M. Joe.
Manticore Deathlord.
The Cult of Gorfanax. Is that person's name? I didn't write it down.
Matt Collier.
Is it Collier? You wouldn't say Collier? The
Collier.
The county you're from?
Excuse me, bitch. I'm from Lee County. Saying I'm not.
We just lied to everyone.
I mean, I lived in Lee County, but I was born in Collier, so sorry.
Owned. I just owned you.
You just owned me. Matt Leckis wants all Triceratops all day, Dino season, best season.
If we had a whole team of druids, everyone could be dinosaurs, but everyone is very anti-druid for some reason.
I have a bird.
Also, I wasn't done talking about counties. You know, we both live in Leon County.
I feel like everybody knows that.
Leon used to be a cast member on the show. We could have talked about how we were inside of him. We didn't get a chance.
I don't want to.
You don't want to be inside Leon?
No.
Fine. Matthew B. Hare.
Matthew, listen to Dice Funk and Neo Scum Schultz.
Maximum side boobs 7. Ask not for whom the side boobs, it boobs for thee.
Maybe the real Squid Cap was the friends we made along the way.
Mazjin, conduit of Lauren's persistent crime orbs.
What does that even mean?
It's a reference to the last shard point one shot, but also I think your cats are crime orbs.
Yeah. Melbent.
Melissa the Dice Goblin. I forgot about the Goblin.
Michael Hall.
Michelle Minkler. And then there's just a bunch of untranslated German. I'm sorry about your name, Minkler. Please have mercy. Do you want to try the German?
I recognize the Leibe because I think they say it in the beginning of Cabaret. I can sing that song.
Arspel macht weiter so.
Midlife stasis.
Mike draws the nut button in repose.
Miko from Finland.
You should bring the nut button to the credits. They go together well, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Miles, conduit of being a pharmacy student. Nut. Oh, you had it right by. Nice.
It's right next to my desk for this reason.
No.
Nut. I forgot. Okay. Modified Matthew.
Morgan Rapp.
Mr. Willie, Phoenix, Steven, Lesbian Seagull, Pooh Bear Shaker.
My Valentine is postmodern artist Cy Twombly.
Namita Neskins, conduit of allergy itself.
Nathaniel Homan.
Nefas Decidia is lonely gay sheep.
I've never pet a sheep before. That sounds good.
They're good. They're very good. They like to headbutt.
I can do it. Nicholas Dominic.
Nicole Woodruff.
One particular weasel.
One day I will be a real boy.
Open up, this is the cop, so you know you're harboring a murderer.
Paye Rabjerg.
Pangolin can't believe you're letting Lauren craft items. We are all dead.
Paul Mullen.
Please call me Ashley. Yes, just Ashley.
Pocket Sundial.
Preston Bowers.
Professor Archibald H. Cactus Esquire, M.D., Moose, Doctor at Law.
Pruitt Holcomb.
Random, conduit of Would You Like a Hug?
Razumi Yazura.
Remsiv.
Rob Dakin, conduit of delay.
Robert
Chisholm, conduit of efficiency.
Give me some of that. Robert E. Calf Baker, conduit of late name changes.
Robert Tuthill. Tuthill?
Rowlett uses roundness. It's super effective.
Oh boy.
Romy.
As you think, it's R-U-O and then capital M-I. I don't know. It's something Rouault, Michigan?
Salad Child.
Sam Sedenowitz.
Sean Linesberg.
Some days you think you're fluent in a language, and then other times you speak it and you realize you don't know shit. Sean, the host of Funk Dunk Plays.
Simmons, conduit of Harder Slatty.
Shane Sedgwick.
Shane Ware wishes you a happy belated birthday, Lauren. Stay awesome. Thank you.
Birthday.
That's right. I'm 27 now.
Birthday.
Shit's whack as hell these days, huh?
Oh, I wanted to do that one.
No, I wanted you to get the next one.
No, why have you done this? After everything I've done for you.
Come on.
I have to say, they're going to clip this. This audio is going to be out there forever.
Come on.
Show me how to keep my pussy closed.
Followed by Sin Milk Tom.
Leave my pussy alone.
Sir Octopus, conduit of chivalrous cephalopods.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Do you need me to do this one?
Yeah, please.
Slime King Mike, conduit of Lloyd with a cat's 2019 face.
I did see that art, Slime King
I'm
Mike.
so happy you get the next one.
Incredible. Sorry about the tentacle Fuda thing. Didn't mean to upset Austin. I'm always upset. I'm a fragile baby. I've never been horny. Please be gentle.
Spinal did nothing wrong. Or Spinel? Spinel.
I don't think it's Italian.
I don't think it is either.
Spooky, scary, scareny.
I don't know, but I feel like the next one is a trap and I need you to read it.
Stephen Lone, pronounced Lone, but go easy on the A, okay? Also pizza.
Sternad, conduit of consonants.
Summer yam, and the living's easy.
Summer yam, and the living's easy. I like yams with marshmallows on top. Okay. I like yams a lot, okay? I lost the spot because I was thinking about yams. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
Sydney Marsing.
Saritha, asexual and loving it.
It does sound really good. Tales of Inquiry. Queer.
That's good. Yeah.
Hyphens.
Teraflops.
The cast of Dungeons the Gathering.
The Garrigmach HR department. We try.
That's another Fire Emblem thing.
You little fuck. Fine. The murderous mongoose who is secretly standing directly behind you.
He deserves it if he snuck up on me. I'm much bigger.
Not spiritually.
Damn. The notorious boy got a job.
The precursor.
Titty pics as legal tender 2020.
Okay, but please, I have so many. I'd be rich. I'd be a millionaire.
You would be the 1%, and I would be so terribly impoverished.
I would lavish my wealth upon you.
Thank you.
Toby Gleason stack.
Tom Bowers.
Toshiro Kuro, conduit of forgetting both my password and birthday and hoping I
Ran out of characters. Trace Marsing.
Transient passerby.
Shay, I data mined Austin, and season 8 is codenamed Epcot-ness.
I'll never let you forget.
They really like that story.
Vika Harston.
Victoria Melito, conduit of quietness.
Victoria Valentine.
Vinny, conduit of vaping that ass.
You're vaping that ass.
Come and knock on our door. What's that? It's Three Company.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Never mind. This is this is untenable.
Violet Skittles unicorn. If it helps, I am a unicorn. You're welcome.
Times 4, Anna, Zelda, Smudge, Persephone, Tortilla, Marty, Clemens, Ramses, Liam. I recognize these as all cat names. I don't know what times 4. There's 4 of each of them? That's too many.
the shenanigans. Zephosaurus.
Z23619.
Zoltar, the Viking death metal caterpillar, conduit of retribution.
Haters coming at me talking all this crap, so I just tell them yeah. And then I assume there was some kind of punctuation which has been mangled by this PDF. Maybe quotation marks because it's a quote? It sounds like lyrics.
Not our best one.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we botched this one.
I know. I mean, I think it's gonna be hilarious. But
Which part?
all of it.
The part where I talked about my boy pussy?
Your pussy.
Everyone's coming after my pussy from the Epcot disaster.
I just meant because it's like 30 minutes long.
It's 1,000 yards. That's not a measurement of time. What is happening?
Austin, Patreon.com/Austin Yorsky.
These credits have blown my pussy wide open, and I'm just making a Hago face because my brain is broken.
Rolo Tilarios, that's Chris. He's very sad. Give him money. Patreon.com/Weekly Manga Recap.
Yeah, I've lost track of which ones you've said. They're all in the credits. Laura K. Buzz, Patreon, of course. That's Conrad. We're on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, Podbean.
I'm on Twitter. Vargalicious. It's in the thing.
Please just support the show. I'm trying my best. Please.
I'm slowly killing him. Please help him.
She's doing it on purpose.
It's not on purpose. I'm just a monster. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be cackling at your fake crying noises, but they're very funny.
Oh, bring me some lotion.
You mean some aloe for that sick burn?
No, they busted my...
Stop! No! That's not where lotion goes.
My back walls!
Okay, well that's the end of that, huh?